The terrorists confessed that yes, the arms they are carrying was given to them by the government of Kwara State. Abi? You said that the car they are using, the motor they are using to patrol, all of them were supplied by what? Kwara State government. You see what we have been saying all along, that government hand is in this matter. Is it not coming to light now? So how will the government now exonerate itself with this romance with terrorists? How do you explain it? Government has in this, that's why somebody in America called us a disgraced nation. They have all this information, Fina. They have it at the tip of their palms, like they have it. That the government of Nigeria is working with terrorists in Nigeria. The facts are here now before us. So how will anybody deny this now? No, how will the government deny it every time you hear them talking about fighting insecurity? Meanwhile, all is wash. What they are telling you is not what they are doing. They will tell you another thing. Meanwhile, in their mind, in their innermost of their mind, they have a different mindset. Look at what we are seeing, that a government is involved in terrorism. A government. How do you explain all these things, for God's sake? How? You see the real people that are terrorizing, you are in bed, you are in discussion with them, you are romancing with them. Then how can I now believe that you are fighting security? Why is Toju Bello still in Nigeria and nobody have touched him? Why? Every time we are getting close to him, Is the man a spirit? All this while you have been having meeting with him and you don't know where he is. Please, somebody should tell me. The truth is coming home now. That the government is involved in this terrorism. The truth is coming home now. From state to federal, they are involved in this matter. All the facts are there in the open. Because if I tell you, Fina, that look, you see this thing that is happening here, I know the person who behind it. You as the government, instead of you to take action, you pretend as if you do not hear me, you do not see me. It shows that you are involved. That's why you don't want to take action. Simple. There's no other explanation. Your action speaks louder than words.
And now we're seeing Toju Bello, a non-state actor, coming up to say that Matawale should not be blamed, but the former governor of Sokoto and Zamfara should be blamed. What do you have to say about this?
The man is lying. In fact, the only reason why this man is talking is because this government in place now, the government in office now, I don't know how to describe them. If they are truly a government in power, somebody like Toju Bello should not be. In fact, he would have been taken down about 2 years ago. I'm telling you. The mere fact that Toju Bello is still talking is an insult to every Nigerian. A very big insult. A foreign terrorist from Niger coming here to tell us what to do. Now accusing state actors, naming them as partners in his criminal endeavor. Is that not an embarrassment that Toju Bello will open his mouth and be telling us who and who is involved in the business he's doing? This is not the first time, remember. He has been saying all these things all this while. And this man is now acting like a law unto himself. He has become an alternate government. So if he's saying that what this special assistant is saying is not true, then who is now sponsoring him? Where is he getting the money that is sustaining him? The guns and ammunition in his custody, how did he get them? How is he sustaining those people he kidnapped? The people he released the other time, they were about 100 people. Is that not true? So how come they were in his custody? This is a question this man cannot even answer. Yet the government is looking at him, listening to him. Listening to him, he's now pointing fingers to governors, elected governors.
So what does this speak to? The complacent nature of some elected officials in fight against insecurity. Because some Nigerians are of the opinion that some people have benefited from this. So I've gone for that talk about how some governors are enjoying the largesse from the security votes that have been paid to them. And now I have a non-state actor, coming up, a ragtag bandits coming up to tell Nigerians that go after former governors of these states. They are the ones that you need to be arrested, not the state for defense minister, who we know that some persons are also talking about how he must have in one way or another supply, be it vehicles or other form of, other form of aid to terrorists at this point. How are we going to fight insecurity, especially in the northwestern region, to end it so that, this embarrassment can actually go off Nigerian soil?
If you add it to the investigation by Danjuma Ali Kefas, Fina, you now know that we are in a very deep mess. Seriously. Let's even leave that of Toju Bello. The investigation by an army officer who told us how that man was killed. That chief of army staff who took over from Brotai. How he was murdered. How a bomb was planted in his plane and the thing blew away all the people inside it. That report is out there. The man, after that investigation, he had to be detained for 64 days. Now, is that one true a lie? Is it a lie? Because if a plane landed, it would not warrant taking away the legs of people inside that place, their limbs. But this is the bomb that blew away their limbs. And so, who planted that bomb? Fina, who did that thing? To find out is not a rocket science. You can always find out. The person that entered that plane the last time before that chief of army staff entered that plane is enough. He will tell her what he went there to go and do before the plane took off. But nobody will mention, nobody will talk about it. And so, when these things are happening, Fina, know that government hand is in this matter. I have told the US to stop this committee and partnership with Nigerian government. I have told them, if they don't want to be messed up, because the federal government of Nigeria is not ready to fight this terrorism. So if anybody is coming to do it, they wouldn't like it. There are people they are covering. There are people they wouldn't want to mention their name. There are information they will not give American government. Because some people are above the law in Nigeria. In Nigeria, some people are above the law. You hear nothing, see nothing, and say nothing about them. That's the truth. So, the federal government will never reveal these people or hand them over to American government. So what is the need of the partnership and the committee and whatever panel? What's the need? If you are sincere, do you need an American government to tell you what to do? If you are sincere, tell me, you really don't have any military now to take care of this thing, except America comes into the matter. I have advised American government, they should not allow themselves to be rubbish in this matter. Because whenever the federal government of Nigeria don't want to do anything, they set up committee. Fina, were you not here when the Minister of Defense, they were appointed just 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, was blowing hot on TV and everywhere that he will find out. He will investigate and find out the person that ordered those people to leave the school before they were kidnapped. Fina, up to today, have you heard anything again? Up to today. He's still investigating, Abi. So it will take 2 years to find out who did that thing. Sorry, somebody gave an order by phone call. Somebody called somebody in that school. All of you should get out from that place. So, do you need angels from heaven to tell you who? The people that left that school, somebody should tell the government. I received this phone call from so person. Do you need a panel to know who the person is? Please, they should stop disturbing us and stop deceiving themselves.
All right, let's move on.
You are supposed to protect your people. This is the Kwara State. And they are complaining of what their colonial masters is doing to them. Instead of you to align with your people here in ECOWAS, you were, romancing with France, going there and they are dictating to you what to do to your own people. That was why they left. And I cannot blame them. Seriously, I cannot. If other countries, have the opportunity, they too should leave. Because ECOWAS is no longer serving the purpose for which it was created. Where is the protection? ECOWAS has become a toothless bulldog. They can't even sanction Nigeria for what they say, except to make a statement that Nigeria is the worst culprit in disobeying ECOWAS court and all that. After that, what happened? After saying that, what happened? Nothing. You just told Nigeria that you disobey ECOWAS court decisions. What are you supposed to do as a follow-up? Nothing. So ECOWAS is a spent force. It no longer have the power to discipline members, even to talk to some of their leaders who have been messing around with their country and all that. They can't do that.
When you say they don't have what it takes to, you recall that they've also warned the former governor or the former president of Gambia, Yahya Jammeh, that he must come back to answer questions regarding the way he acted from the time he was the president of Gambia from 2016 from 1994 to 2016. We have issues of violation, human rights violation during the time he was there. And I don't think that that's more like a good call, even while he was in exile. They are ready to sanction.
Don't mind them. They are choosing the scapegoat here. Because Jammeh and Gambia is a very small country. They don't have a voice. People have done worse things than Jammeh, and yet nothing happened. Fina, people have done worse things 10 times over than Jammeh in Gambia. Yet nobody called them out, nobody sanctioned them, nobody said anything. Can you see what we are talking about here?
When you say people have done worse things, can you help us walk through?
Nigeria. ECOWAS just told you here that Nigeria is the worst culprit in disobeying ECOWAS court decision. They don't implement, they don't obey it. Is that not true? So what follows after? Why don't you call Tinubu to come and explain why you cannot obey ECOWAS court? Call him out the same way you are calling Jammeh. Yes, call him out. Let us start from there.
On the issue of military coups, can ECOWAS actually stop other West African nations from this happening? We saw how Nigerian forces and ECOWAS forces actually trooped into Benin Republic, and they are still there even up till now. Can they stop this wave of coups? And is there ever a way we can come to agreement with this confederation of Sahel states who have chosen to stay on their own?
If anybody is in doubt, let them watch out. Some of these people are going to leave the ECOWAS bloc. They can't stop coups in West Africa. It's not possible. As long as this rascality in democracy continues, people are going to excuse themselves from it, whether you like it or not. The world has moved on. This is 21st century, for God's sake. You don't expect anybody to wait for you. No, it's not possible. What causes this disagreement? What causes this coup? Have you addressed it? The answer is no. So if you have not addressed it, then what makes you think that the problem will not continue? Look, it's not about democracy. The question is, what has democracy brought to West Africa and Africa? If you are behaving worse than the military men you are accusing of undermining democracy, then what is the need? What is the essence? What's the difference between some of civilian administration in Africa and the military? What's the difference? Some civilian administration is 10 times worse than the military. 10 times worse than the military. They just go to that AU building in Addis Ababa and then protect their own interests. Because you feel that the military. But some of them are genuinely patriotic. Genuinely patriotic, unlike you people who claim to be civilian Democrats. Mention any of them that have not stolen money from their country and take it to the Western world. Just mention one person among them. Is that part of democracy? You steal your country blind. You impoverish your people. You dehumanize your people. You disobey court order, rule of law. And now you are claiming you sit tight. No, tell me, you sit tight like Bobby and Cameroon, like Museveni, like so many of them in Africa. You are not talking. You have not asked them why. It is the military. You come and tell that they are not. You are the one that called for it. So don't blame anybody. You are the one.